All right, I'm going to show you this super simple feature for accessibility that apparently nobody's making a video on. The screen reader. All right, so I just have a basic scene here. It's just a control for a route. Nothing special, right? We're just going to make a simple UI scene for us here that we can have a screen reader read back to us, and this will work with the default. I don't have any of the fancier ones installed. I just have the basic one, narrator, that comes with Windows. I'm not sure what the default is with Linux or Mac, but I'm sure it'll probably work with the default one there as well. So first, if you don't know where your narrator is, it's going to be in your settings under accessibility. And if you have the shortcut enabled, then the default would be Control Windows Enter. And when you do it, this is what you're going to get. You're going to your Windows narrator here pop up. Yes. I do have to change that though. Just change that over. I do have to change that because obviously Russian isn't going to do too well here. Let's go with Richard for English. Here we go. All right, and one moment, just gotta make sure you guys are able to actually hear this stuff.
OBS 3.2.0.4.
Yes, that is OBS.
Screen reader.
Congratulations.
Debug.
So you see screen reader is working.
Pane.
And every time I'm
Space.
clicking on
Group.
things, it's reading things out. So for now, just to kind of get it out of the way until we need it, I'm going to turn it off. Again, that default shortcut, if you have that on, is Control Windows
Exiting
Enter.
narrator.
All right, so how we do this? Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'll just create a VBox container here. Nothing special for us. I don't know why I clicked on script. I wanted the anchors. All right, we're going to go anchors. We're going to go make it a tall boy down the middle. And you know what? For this purpose, doesn't really matter. Let's just go full rect. And let's add some buttons in there. I'll add a couple of them. We'll have our first button will be start game. Second button will be, let's say, unlockables. A third button, settings. And our last button, exit game. I'm going to select all my buttons. And this is just purely for the aesthetic of looking at all this. We can go ahead and I'm just going to go to layout, container sizing, and I'm just going to set the vertical to expand. So we just fill up the entire space. Shrink in, shrink center. Nah, don't like that. I'll just leave that on fill. Horizontal as well. There we go. So now we have this project that just has 4 buttons in it. I'm going to grab my VBox, just shrink it in on both sides, just to be a little more reasonable. And now you see we go ahead and run it. We have our buttons here, right? We can click them, we can select them. And as you see, when our button gets a focus, by default, it has this white border. And when you get that, you can just use the arrow keys to go up and down. And of course, to get there, you would just use the tab key. So if you don't have that by default, right? We open it up, we run it, hit tab, and now we're focused on the first item here on our list, which is our start game button. And now we can navigate. This navigation is what's going to give us effectively tell the screen reader what to read, right? So whatever we're focusing on. So to do this, I'll select my first button here, and inside the inspector, and you can do this in code if you really wanted to, but we come down to accessibility, and we have a name and we have a description. Now, in this case, we could say start game for the name and then give it a description, such as begins a new playthrough of this really cool game. Right? If I just use the magnifier here real quick, you can see that right down here: accessibility, name, and description. Now you don't have to fill both of these out. You could just fill out the name. It's perfectly fine. But just as an example, to show you that you could do it this way, you could do name and description. Right, so this is what I'm editing when I'm going to be over here inside the inspector. It's just this name and description. If there's anything else I edit, I'll go ahead and I'll show you that with a zoom in like this again. All right, So I'm going to go to my next one, which is called unlockables. I'm going to go to accessibility, name, and let's just say opens up the unlockables screen. Settings, accessibility, we use name, opens up the settings menu. And again, let's go ahead and do this different. We'll put that in the description, and for name, we'll just call it settings. And exit, of course, this is the way I prefer to do it. So like the name would just be exit game, right? The exact thing that says on the button in the description would be what it does. That's my preferred way. So exit game and closes the game. I mean, it's really as simple as that. We don't really need to type anything else in there. So if we go ahead and we open it, we have that set up with accessibility. We come in and we see nothing is happening, right? We can select them, highlight, focus, press buttons, nothing. Well, that will actually change once we have the accessibility. So I'm just going to run this, right? I'm not focused on anything. I'm going to start up the narrator. So shortcut, control, Windows, enter.
Screen scan. Narrator window heading level 1.
Godot
screen
here.
Scan off. Screen
Right,
reader.
so here.
Debug. Window. Space. Group.
Yep. So if I just hit tab and focus onto the start game button immediately.
Start game button begins a new playthrough of this really cool game.
As you see, and we just use our arrow keys to navigate around, right? Our UI up, UI down, UI left, UI right. That comes default into Godot.
Opens up the unlockables screen. Unlockables button. Settings button opens up the settings menu. Exit game button closes the game.
Easy, just like that. We have accessibility work for our buttons.
Settings button opens up the settings menu.
Of course, you don't always have to be focusing around with that. If someone wanted to use their mouse, of course.
Start game button begins a new playthrough of this really cool game.
Because of course, when you click on an element like this, it automatically takes the focus.
Exiting narrator.
Now, what if we had labels, right? Maybe we have a label that we wanted to do. So let's go ahead. Let's get rid of these buttons. Let's go to our control. Let's add a label. Let's go ahead, label settings. Jump back in, font. Let's give it a system font. Cinzel. I'm going to move to the font size somewhere in here. There we go, size. I'll just change this to 48 and say the last hand. Right, so we'll go ahead and set that. Then maybe we have that in the center of our screen. Cool. And we go to run it. We have accessibility going on because maybe we need it for the narrator.
Add editor node at 20467. Group. Screen reader. Debug. Window. Space.
Right.
Group.
Cool. So we're in our game. We can't click on the title. We can't hit tab. We can't use arrow keys. We can't get anywhere to it. So what if we had something that's important in the UI, but it wasn't a button, right? Maybe it was just a label that just displayed the health. Well, how can we get there? Because we can't use our arrow keys. We can't use tab. We can't click on it. Well, we can actually change that. And
Tree.
Just
Screen reader. Debug. Exiting narrator.
Just to show you that, again, because I didn't put the accessibility in on the label, I'll show you that that is indeed it, right? I'll come in and we'll say the last hand and say the title of the game, the last hand, right? I'll just show you that. That's exactly what it is, right? So I just open it up. It's not going to read anything. We
Screen
can't focus
scan.
it.
Screen reader. Debug.
Clicking on it, nothing.
Window. Scan
Tabs,
off.
nothing. Right, arrow keys, nothing. Scans off because there's nothing here for it to detect here, right?
Exiting narrator.
So we can just close that. So the question is, how do we focus it? How can we focus things that aren't buttons? Well, for things that we can't click on, like a label that we can't naturally navigate into, all we have to do is actually just come into the focus section here in the inspector. So I'll use Win Plus because it's a new section, focus, right? And you can set up your neighbor, left, right, top, bottom, next, previous, and all that. But if you didn't have all that specifically set up to go from one node to another, then the easiest way is you just gotta come to mode, and you can set it to click, all, and accessibility. So, for example, we could just set it to click, and if I run this, bring up the narrator again, he's a little annoying.
Screen reader,
but, you know.
Screen reader, debug, window, space, group, scan off.
We can click, nothing. Tab,
space,
nothing. See, like, I don't know if this is like a bug or if I'm just not understanding click. Let's see. The node can only grab focus on mouse clicks. Use with focus mode. Well, I'm clicking it and nothing's happened. So again, I don't know. This might just be a bug.
Pane,
But I'm going to
click,
go ahead, change
radio
it to
all.
all.
Screen reader, debug, the last
You see,
hand.
now we can hit tab and focus it. There it is. All right, so we got the title read out to us.
Windows
With it
widgets
just being
window, MSN, web content,
What?
profile to region, MSN.
My hands weren't even on the keyboard or mouse. Where are you getting MSN from? It's a little strange. And then as for mode, if we take a look and read that here, accessibility says this mode can grab focus only when screen reader is active. So that would probably be the most ideal option.
Access screen reader, debug, pane,
And we'll go ahead and
pane,
reopen it just to make sure it's
space,
refreshed.
screen reader, debug, window, space,
So
group,
as if I hit tab,
the last
we can
hand,
focus it. We can focus in onto that project,
space,
and if
group,
we turn
exiting
that
narrator,
narrator off for screen reader, rerun this, and we try again, we can hit tab and we cannot focus it. So if you set it on accessibility, then the user can only tab over to it and it can grab focus only if the person has a screen reader active of some kind. So that would probably be the most ideal way that you would want to go about that. That way it doesn't interfere with people that don't have screen readers, and those that do, they probably already know how to work around things like that. Is my assumption, at least. But that's it. That's all it is for screen reader. You just have to enable the narrator on your computer or install another screen reader of some kind. Go into the accessibility. You can set up the name and description. For buttons, they just gotta have focus, so you can just tab over to them. And for things like label, you have to go into the focus and change the mode to either all or accessibility, because click seems to be broken unless I'm misunderstanding something with that. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and I can feel it. I'm already gonna start rambling on, but that's it. That's how we use the screen reader that was added into Godot 4.5.